Winston, does my bedroom have a bathroom en suite?
I'm afraid not, Prof. Not en suite.
Well, never mind. You can strike down the corridors in your dressing gown. Black mandarin silk and golden dragons. Now then, my darling, let me help you out.
Thank you, my dear.
My dear Mrs. P.W., you must look after your husband for me. I need his maps for the biography.
Yes. He's very good at maps, isn't he?
Did you enjoy your visit to Blenheim?
Oh, yes, Mr. Churchill, I did. May I call you Winston?
Well, I can think of no conceivable reason why you should not.
Yes, Winston, I did. A little chilly, but then Ridley and I tend to feel the cold. We spent so long in India. Who is this man that's joining us for dinner?
You've met him, a friend of Randolph's, you know, Putsy Handstang.
Oh, a nice man, but not him. The other one. The one he's bringing.
I can ask him to stop that racket if it bothers you.
No. Anyway, one must expect Germans to be noisy. Would you like some cologne on your forehead?
In a minute. I'm sorry, my cat. There's been more of a strain for you, I fancy, gallivanting round Europe. I hoped it'd be a more romantic trip for both of us.
Dear pig, have I disappointed you?
You're more tired than I am. Tell you what, when we've seen the last of my battlefields, shall we go to Vienna and have a holiday? I promise you, it'll be all that we both wish for.
When you talk like that, I know I've disappointed you.
No, never. Just sometimes, Clemmy, when I see others, two people spiritually and physically at one.
You should have married Goonie.
You agree? You'd never say that again, even in fun.
You know I love Goonie. Winston, why do you want more than we have? Why do you think there is more?
There's always more. In every experience. We touch shadows only...
You must be patient, my dear. You were told it might be at least a year before you recovered from that frightful accident.
Perhaps. Sharon, I will get them to stop that noise.
Winston, dear Winston, do you really think you could?
And yet you believe our people will be willing to part with our control over the great dependency of India?
I believe they are indifferent, sir, and will accept whatever the English Parliament chooses.
The British Parliament, I don't know.
Just so. And Parliament, Mr. Harvard graduate, is an Englishman's servant, not his master.
I fail to see, sir, what virtue there is in democracy if those elected to govern are subjected to constant interference with the power given.
From the ignorant mob, you mean?
Exactly, Professor. Good evening, Mr. Churchill. Will you please come this way, sir?
I think our democracy works jolly well, if you ask me.
Don't take the prof too seriously, Mr. Handstangle. He enjoyed playing the snob.
I quite agree, but it is perplexing. But we English have a way of making everything come right in the end.
Not always, my dear. More pity.
Now, please forgive me, Putsy, but I do believe that Hitler is surrounded by tough and resolute men who mean war, and who'll tolerate no backsliding from him. It's wrong for the German people to think that... I'm sorry, Papa, am I lecturing? I seem to have got into the habit recently.
You must understand my son's enthusiasm, Mr. Handstangle. He returns to Germany later this year to report your election. I fancy he was, even now, rehearsing his first dispatch. Will you, Mr. Hitler, I want to ask him this, win this election?
If not this, then certainly the next, yes.
Because of his policies towards the Jews?
I hoped you'd understood, sir. The problem facing Germany is the influx of alien Eastern European Jews, the excessive representation of their co-religionists in politics, the professions, and so on. The perfectly natural reaction of true Aryans to this unhappy state of...
Mr. Harvard graduate,
Sir?
you may tell your boss from me, if I am not given the chance to do so myself, that anti-Semitism, though it may be a good starter, is a bad sticker.
Why is the prof like a channel steamer? Because he goes from pier to pier.
That's the worst joke we've ever heard. It's time she went home.
Then you stuck a steamer to serve
Excuse me.
Ich will nicht mit ihm sprechen. Ich werde nicht mit Ihnen kommen.
Ich habe Ihr Kommen angekündigt.
Ich hatte vergessen, was für Leute diese Engländer sind. Diese Arroganz, diese unerträgliche Überheblichkeit. Sehen Sie sich das doch nur einmal an.
Churchill ist ein bedeutender Mann. Ich glaube, Sie sollten.
Er ist erledigt. Ein Nichts. Ein Niemand. Wer interessiert sich denn noch für ihn?
So etwas hat man auch über Sie gesagt. Wollen Sie nicht?
Er ist erledigt. Am Ende, verstehen Sie das? Erledigt.
Mr. Churchill. Good morning, ladies.
Mr. Churchill, won't you please stay?
I'm sorry, Winston.
I'm frightfully sorry.
I'm sure Herr Hitler will have time tomorrow afternoon, if you'd be good enough.
One more day of this racket, I should be too deaf to hear him. I'm sorry I hand-strangled, but we must be pushing on.
I'm sorry, but you see...
Yes, indeed I do. Tell your friend, should he ever decide to come to London, I shall, of course, be ready to meet him.
Get out of the way! You bloody loaf!
I am making no indictment of Germany. I have respect and admiration for the German people and earnestly desire to live with them in this world on terms of good feeling and fruitful relations. They are a vanquished race, and many of their grievances are justified. But the removal of those grievances ought to precede the disarmament of the victor.
Right.
The German people are asking for equal status in arms, whilst in Britain, disarmament is the avowed policy of our Prime Minister and of this government. But let us not delude ourselves that all that Germany seeks is equal status. Mr. Speaker, those Germans are not looking for equal status. They are looking for weapons. Now, they will soon be looking for war. The fierce passions that are raging now in Germany have not found as yet any outlet but upon Germans. But the military men who are taking control will soon make demands which cannot fail to shake and may possibly shatter the foundations of this world. That is what our Knight of the Sorrowful Countenance should be considering, and not the windmill of European disarmament.
Thank goodness you're finished.
Good morning, Lady Astor.
Mr. Eden!
Mr. Speaker, it is a great pity that my right honourable friend, the member for Epping, should choose so serious a debate to practice his usual quips and jests. It is a fantastic absurdity to hold the Prime Minister responsible for the deterioration of international relations.
You seen Lord Derby?
I believe he went to the tea room, sir.
Thank you. Eddie, may I?
Sit down, Sam, sit down. Have a bun, they're awfully good. Well, fairly good. No? No, you've been listening to Winston riding his latest hobby horse, eh?
Yes, he's just been baiting MacDonald. Anthony Eden's dealing with him now.
Oh, you know why he spends so much time ranting on about the Germans, but he's a damn good speaker, even when he's talking rot. Always worth coming in to see him. Which is more than I can say for a lot of the fellows in your place.
Well, I don't mind how much Winston rambles on about Hitler and the Nazis. We all know he's out of step on disarmament. The trouble is, he can ride two horses at once. It is the other one that could prove awkward.
What are you driving at, Sam?
India.
Well, what about it?
You know, of course, that Winston intends moving a resolution against our India bill at the party conference in October.
Well, I had heard, but you couldn't see him off, surely.
So where Winston's involved, difficult to predict anything. To be perfectly frank, Eddie, I shall be eternally grateful when this whole affair is in the hands of the Select Committee. Oh, incidentally, would you serve on that? Douglas Hailsham's agreed.
Winston will be saying you packed the committee.
I may need your help, Eddie.
I'll serve on your committee, Sam, if that's what you want.
Oh, no, it's a little more than the committee. You will appreciate that the cotton men in Manchester will not like our India bill.
Well, of course they won't. It threatens their trade.
Well, they can only see the local issues involved, whereas, of course, it is a matter of the highest importance nationally. Now, I would hope that they would understand that, especially when it is explained to them by someone sympathetic to their case.
Well, I know one or two of them. Not intimately, you understand. I can't stomach their social climbing wives.
Oh, no, of course not.
Would you care to meet these fellows one weekend at Knowsley?
Oh, no. No, thank you. Well, you're the local man.
Yes. Well, let me know then, eh?
Thank you, Eddie.
Heard from the Viceroy yesterday. He tells me he can't get any guarantees from the Indians. They're already upset about all the talk in Manchester. He said that he wished we could persuade our cotton men to keep their mouths shut.
Just step back a moment, will you, sir?
Or I might get Eddie Derby to explain things to them.
Your shot, sir. But Derby, well, I'm afraid his lordship's subtlety doesn't extend much beyond his stables, does it? Or a lady's boudoir.
Stanley, if you'd like me to explain more fully what I...
Oh, no, I don't think I need to know, do you? Oh, you're rather good at this, aren't you? Nancy will have you playing all weekend. But in any case, the main problem isn't the Manchester cotton mill. It's Winston.
All this buzz of his is most annoying. Meetings up and down the country, support from Rothermere and now the Morning Post. Not to mention his rank, irresponsible behavior in the House.
You're Secretary for India, Sam, not Chief Whip. I don't like the lie of this ball.
He says that if his resolution is carried at the party conference in Blackpool, he says he'll smash the government over India.
Have you heard him say that?
Well, a great deal of money going into his India Defence League.
Money's no sounder than the reliability of the investment.
Ah. Not sure I understand that.
Well, it's something we might go into later. Shall we stop this foolish game and go up for some tea? You know, Winston is a man of manifold genius. I could never dispute that. But he's also a deeply frustrated man. Now, have you thought that much of his hostility, or maybe just chagrin, at being kept out of things?
Damn it, man! What have you been doing since 1929 except wander further into a wilderness?
I won't change my mind upon India.
Why not? You've held every view upon every question. Well, you've been everything in every party. Well, at least two of them.
I intend to make the conference understand that this bill doesn't only mean abandoning our commercial interests in India, it's also the betrayal of our solemn undertakings to the peoples of India. They can't be given dominion status while they're still riven by racial and religious dissensions. The withdrawal of the British government and British troops would mean a bitter and bloody war. We can't allow that to happen. Responsible government does not knuckle under to the terrorists' bullet and bomb.
You really think that line will win you the party leadership? Today's Sarah's is tomorrow's premiere.
Max. That's not the point.
Winston, India's future is cut, dried, and packaged, and you're not going to defeat Bolton on that issue. Okay. Try something else. Disarmament. Slush, mush, and gush, you called it the other week.
Not disarmament itself. All that woolly-minded talk about it, disarmament's no good unless it's backed by public confidence in a long peace.
Damn right. But what confidence can there be? Whether or not Hitler's party wins the next election, it's not going to be long before he's chancellor. Have you thought what's going to happen after that?
His insistence on German rearmament will lead to military superiority, then the domination of Europe by threat or by conquest.
That's great stuff. I can print that.
Print it, yes, but my dear friend, you don't really believe it, do you? You're a newspaper publisher. It's your nature to respond to the sound of words, not the terrible truth they struggle to express.
Winston!
Wow, Brendan! I've got something to tell you.
I think that's enough for now, Sarah.
But you doubt we'll carry the conference?
No. I just think it should be stronger, that's all.
Its strength will come from my advocacy.
Good evening, Clemmy.
Good evening. Winston, will Mr. Bracken be staying for dinner?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. You're dropping ash all over the carpet, my dear. Oh, Mr. Bracken. Randolph tells me that you keep a portrait of Winston next to your own in your London chambers.
Yes. Yes, I do.
And that you pointed out some resemblance between them.
Did I? It was a joke, I expect.
Was it? Don't tire Winston too much, will you? He's not been well.
I had no idea you'd been out of sorts. Do take care of yourself. You must be fit for the party conference at Blackpool.
That was intolerable. The behavior of a cad. A scoundrel.
What, the photo? I'm sorry, Winston. It was a foolish joke. No
I
more.
know it amuses you to encourage this scurrilous story.
Winston.
And I've endured it out of regard for you. For you gave me your word.
Winston, please.
Keep up the pretense that you are my bastard son before your cronies if you must. But you will not involve my son in your beastly charade and so distress my wife.
You know very well why she brought it up. Winston, you're being a damn fool.
Better a damn fool than a false friend. Get out of my house.
Winston.
Get out, you Irish mountebank.
Good morning, Winston.
Ah, Prof, my dear fellow.
What the devil do you think you're doing?
I am working. I was working until you interrupted me.
Does Clemmy know?
She's inside. Now, don't bully me, Prof. It's nothing. It's just a recurrence of that blasted bug that assailed me in Germany.
It was paratyphoid.
It was a perfectly good English bug that I took with me. No blame attaches to the otherwise misguided continent of Europe.
You're a fool to overdo things.
Have you seen Brendan?
He still thinks you treated him shabbily.
No, he's wrong. I wish he'd telephone.
I'm sure he wishes you do the same. He's still keen to help you at the conference. How are your plans going?
I've decided to move the resolution myself. Now, I've got him on the run.
Can I help you, madam?
Good morning, yes. Which is Mr. Churchill's room?
It's room 102.
Thank you.
Oh, just a moment. You can't. I'm supposed to let him know who's coming up. Who are you, please? You're not a reporter, are you?
No, my dear, I'm not. Just tell him Goonie is here to see him.
Goonie?
Lady Gwendolen Churchill, his sister-in-law.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I'm sure that's all right. He's up on the first floor.
Thank you. How are you, Winston, my dear one? Is it all right to kiss you? Oh, hang it, I shall anyway.
Good. You look radiant, like a young girl.
That's stuff, and you know it. But please be romantic, and I know you're getting better. You are, aren't you? You look so sad.
Did Clemmy come with you?
No, my dear, she told me to come today. She said I'd do you more good.
Dear Clemmy, I sometimes wish I could be confident she knows I understand. Those wretched years long ago, a suicide brother, a drunken father, I do understand Goonie. But still, she won't trust us.
Winston, I won't listen to this. You can't blame her. It's not all her fault.
Oh, dear Goonie, but she is afraid of that feeling. There must be something more to love than the purely physical. I do love her so. But there is another plane. There must be. If only she could see that, then we might...
You tell me about your absurd idea of getting to the Conservative Party conference in an ambulance.
If you'd been my wife, you'd have arranged it.
Winston, I'd have made your life absolute hell.
Hell must sometimes be most interesting.
You see, you are getting better.
Goonie, will you talk to Brendan for me? I spoke too harshly to him. I treated him unkindly.
Nonsense, my dear. And I won't. What he said to Randolph was shameful.
Well, sad, Goonie. Sad, not shameful. The foolish boy needs people to think he may be my son. I'm sorry I should have been talking like this.
It's all right, my dear. Things have gone badly for you, haven't they? I heard about the party's decision to throw out your motion on India. I'm sorry, it must be so frustrating.
No, I have been so frightfully depressed. Gloom and despair I couldn't shake off. Last night, worst of all, after the news from the conference, I felt as if I'd lost it all.
The new clause is intended to take the place of Section 25 of the Road Traffic Act 1930, which deals with restrictive notices which can be placed on a bridge by a bridge authority and other authorities in cases where, in the opinion of that authority, the bridge is not strong enough to carry weights in excess of the limits specified in the notice. Generally speaking, the provisions...
House has been quite civilized for the past 3 months. Oh, be brave, Neville. These are times to try a Christian's patience. That man Hitler makes himself Chancellor, now Winston returns to us.
With a pocket full of questions about India.
Oh, give him time to settle in, Sam, and then we can try our little proposal on him.
Earlier locomotive acts, the Motor Car Act 1903, and orders made under those acts. Generally speaking, the provisions of these earlier acts were done away with by Section 25 of the Road Traffic Act 1930. That section, however, has proved unworkable and has never been possible for the Minister to bring it into operation.
Welcome back, Winston. Things have been dull without you.
The Ministry of Transport, representatives of the Railway Companies Associations and the Canal Association, and representatives of local authorities, with a view to framing suitable notices under the provisions of the section.
I have sent you the names of the India Committee.
Well, I've studied them. A select committee, Sam, is supposed to give impartial consideration to any objections there may be to the government's proposals. The 3/4 of the men on your list have already declared themselves in favor of abdicating our responsibilities in India.
3/4 of the nation want the Indians to have some form of self-government. So wouldn't you say that that proportion is not unreasonable? Well, as you wish. If you think the committee is unfairly weighted, will you not accept my invitation to join it?
What is it you want, Sam? A sympathetic face on the board? Someone to soften the hostility of the Manchester cotton men?
Well, please think about it, Winston. There's no haste, you know.
I've had all the time I need for thought. For 2 years, I've watched with grief and indignation while you two and others, our youth, turned the whole Tory leadership towards this dreadful end. When the party realizes, when the nation realizes what's been done, there'll be a somber reckoning. I have a high regard for you, Stanley, but these issues are too far-reaching for personal...
Damn it, do you have to make a speech about it? You know what's at the back of his mind, Stanley, don't you? Not only does he think that he can smash the government, but he believes England is going fascist, and that he, or someone like him, will be able to rule India in much the same way that Mussolini rules North Africa.
I'm sorry I came here. It was a mistake. The way your committee's being packed is a scandal, and it's a damnable accusation. I will not join your little circus, Sam. You cannot muzzle me. Thank you for your hospitality, Stanley.
Well, I think I must now talk to Eddie Darby.
I can't see why you thought he'd accept.
Well, it would have been one way of keeping him quiet. Nevertheless, I'm happy with his refusal.
I don't follow.
Winston has now lost the support of some of the people in his India Defence League. They've decided he is as irresponsible as ever and should have represented their views on the committee.
Dished himself, huh?
Not yet. However, you're guest of honour at a Manchester Chamber of Commerce dinner next week, aren't you, Eddie?
Midland Hotel, damn drafty place.
You carry considerable weight with those people. What is it they call you? King of Lancashire?
Cotton and land go hand in hand.
Quite. We can't have Winston meddling there, stirring up the cotton people. We should talk to them before he can. Persuade them it is in their own best interest to take a favourable view of the India Bill. Will you bear that in mind when you meet them?
Well, you may have cut it too fine. I believe they've already drafted their evidence to the committee.
Yeah? I should see it.
If you say so. Would that be proper?
I must see it before anyone else does.
See you've another cracking entry for Epsom, my lord.
I believe so.
Best event of the calendar, I always think. Though it has to be viewed in style.
Be glad to have you as my guests one day. Not the Derby, I fear, but perhaps the Oaks, eh? However, I take it you gentlemen didn't bring me out here to talk about horseflesh.
No, sir. I'd like to say, on behalf of us all, we deeply appreciate the sympathetic interest you've always shown in our industry.
Damn it, Rhodia, why not? We're all Lancashire men. You're cotton, I'm land. Cotton and land go hand in hand, eh? None of us wants to see our county making a fool of itself.
Is it about to do that?
His Lordship has asked me how we propose to submit our evidence to the committee.
There's no question about that, is there? The law requires us to send it to the Secretary of the Select Committee on India.
Of course. But in view of its uncompromising nature.
You see, Robinson, my dear chap, it occurred to me you might care to send it to Sir Samuel Hoare to begin with. He's a member of the committee, same as myself. What's more, he's Minister for India.
We're powerless to change our evidence once it's gone to the committee.
Oh, quite so, but I see no reason why Sir Samuel shouldn't have a look at it first. Give you help and advice on those points that Barlow here says have troubled you. I think you should meet Sir Samuel, an informal chat over dinner at my townhouse, eh? Be glad to have 3 or 4 of you as my guests after the Oaks, huh? Good. Now, look here. Talk it over, of course, but just so Sam knows the lie of the land before you meet, why don't I take a copy of your evidence back to London, huh? Hmm? Ah, what is it, Barlow?
We've decided to accept your offer, my lord, and would indeed be grateful if you...
No, 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 no. We can't have that. It's impossible. They've done just what I was afraid of. They've asked for guarantees outside the range of practical politics. It's dynamite, Eddie. If this is made public, the government can't possibly ignore it. You better lock it away, Kershaw. Don't let anyone else see it. Eddie, how well have you explained things to these people? Have they been told, for instance, that they may have to alter their evidence? Even withdraw it?
I may have told one of them.
Yes, well. We will talk about it in detail when I've had time to study it more closely.
I rather thought that I had done my...
Tuesday, perhaps? Before we go on to that wretched dinner party you've arranged?
If you say so.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie. You have been a great help, and I know you realize how important this all is. Can you imagine what Winston would do if he got his hands on that evidence? A second clause in Part 3 is totally unacceptable. It would have to come out. I've drafted an entirely new version of Part 4. The guarantees they're demanding are out of the question, so I've struck them out and substituted something quite harmless. Eddie, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get all this down, damn it.
I have a copy of all the changes, my lord. You'll have them tomorrow by messenger.
Thank you, but what the devil am I supposed to do with them?
Then you copy them out, word for word. Yeah, and it would be best if they were in your own hand.
In my hand?
When you write to them, my lord, please feel free to consult me at all times.
Yes, yes, do keep Kershaw fully informed. Eddie, if you put the changes down on paper in your own hand, there will be no doubt in their minds as to what is required of them. Now, exercise your influence in whatever way you think best. I will back you up, Eddie. They have got to realize the government cannot accept this as it is.
Well, won't you be talking about that when we meet these fellows tonight?
I think that if I say anything at all, it should be general, ministerial, don't you? No, Eddie, no formality. Gentlemen, thank you, but no, please. I am not going to rise, gentlemen, because I believe a friendly occasion like this would only be spoiled by any implication that you were here to listen to me. It has been an honor and an education to be a party to the conversation around this table.
Kind of you to say so.
It is true. It is true. It would be highly improper of me to instruct you in any way, but I may say this. The government is deeply aware of your doubts and your uncertainties, and will strive, I repeat, strive to resolve them. Now, here at least I can give you some advice, and very simply, it is, you may trust in Lord Derby's guidance. The government listens to him with great respect, and he knows its mind. He is true and loyal to Lancashire and to the Lancashire cotton industry. You are indeed fortunate, gentlemen, in having such a friend. Thank you, gentlemen. Eddie.
A delicate matter? I don't follow. How is it a delicate matter?
It's true that I have been able to persuade others that our evidence could be changed.
So I should hope. My dear chap, you've been working on it for 2 months.
But to withdraw the evidence, my lord, to submit something different along the lines you suggested, that will take time.
Not too long, I hope.
And must be put to a vote eventually.
You carry the correct weight, don't you, Barlow?
If I told them that unless the motion was carried, I'd feel obliged to resign as their president, yes, I believe their vote would be favorable.
Well, then.
That brings us to the delicate matter, my lord.
Robinson. He's not doing well.
He's not
doing well.
A glass of hock, sir?
Thank you very much.
Really, really.
Oh, this is all so exciting, Lord Derby. A little too grand for me, really, I expect.
Not a bit of it, Mrs. Barlow. Hock's to your taste, I hope.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's such a relief to get away from that awful social scene in Manchester.
Yes, I dare say. I'm so glad that Barlow was able to bring you. He's a sterling chap, by the way.
Ah, poor love. He does work so hard for the industry. And, you know, that really is for the country, too, isn't it? Without proper reward, I sometimes tell him.
Well, it's always been my view a fellow should be paid a decent recompense for his work.
And money is not the only proper reward, is it?
No, no.
Oh, I am so glad that you agree with me. Oh, Tom is such a modest chap. He would never say anything, of course, but when you see some of the honors that are given, I mean, a knighthood for absolutely nothing.
I take your point, ma'am. I don't think that these things aren't easily...
Oh, dear. I have been indiscreet, haven't I?
A miserable day. Those fellows can't even handle a gun. One of them had the damned impertinence to admire my furniture.
Well, never mind, Eddie. You're having a certain measure of success.
At a price. That chap Barlow wants a K.
I think you've quite shocked poor Kershaw. He had to work very hard for his knighthood.
I mean it, Sam.
Can your man pull it off? Can he get the vote through?
Yes, I believe he can. But that's his price.
Very well. That's what he wants.
Come in, gentlemen. Sit down.
Good morning, gentlemen. Before this committee addresses any questions to you on your memorandum of evidence, do you wish to say anything by way of an introduction?
I think my colleagues will agree, would wish me to say, that we have spent a great deal of time and debate on the effect which the India Bill may have upon the Lancashire cotton industry. And we have been aware at all times of the responsibilities that rested upon us. In the end, we were agreed that the importance of the bill to the country as a whole should outweigh any local problems we might have.
Mr. Barlow, do you have any alteration or change to propose in respect of the India Bill?
No.
Nothing at all to suggest?
No, Lord Salisbury, nothing at all.
Mr. Barlow, do you mean to tell us that you find the bill entirely satisfactory? Are you sticking to that? Thank you, gentlemen. We need detain you no longer.
The decision to speak out is not... It hasn't been easy, sir.
No. No, I suppose not.
Lord Rothermere advised me to come to you.
Winston.
These are abominable allegations, Mr. Robinson, against men of the highest parliamentary reputation, who are also my friends. You must have proof.
Lord Derby is saying openly that he has prevented Lancashire from making a fool of herself.
Proof, Mr. Textile Man, proof!
My own notes. A diary. And I know where other papers may be found.
Winston, I know all this happened months ago, last year, but we can ferret out the truth, you know that. Tampering with witnesses before they give evidence to a parliamentary committee, it's a clear breach
But Sam Hall, Brendan, just isn't possible.
Mr. Robinson, how far are you prepared to go?
Now that I've begun, sir, as far as my conscience obliges me.
Then you're in like company, Mr. Textile Man. Thank you.
You'll be hearing from us shortly, Mr. Robinson. Thank you for coming. He's got a lot of courage, that little man. You do realize what this means, Winston, don't you? When all this comes out, and nothing can prevent it now, Sam Hall will have to go. And all the government's wretched plans for India will go along with him.
India's not the point, Brendan. The issue here is Parliament. The integrity, the incorruptibility of the people's representatives. When men without principles are allowed to betray that, what have we left to protect us from the barbarism of forces like the Nazis?
I'll tell Robinson to bring all his evidence, all his papers to you next week. And when we have that...
When we have that evidence, Brendan, then I shall ask a question in the House. There will be an uproar in the Commons, the press will take it up, and the whole nation will join me in a shout of righteous wrath.